Good morning and good day, everyone. We are Group 5 for Supply Chain Management, and these are the trends in supply chain management. Our Group 5 consists of 5 members, actually 6. We have Elijah on board. Fortunately, we could not procure a picture. So we have Cedric Shervo, RJ Andok, Liam Buenconseo, Harji Aranez, and Cedric Santos. And for the first part, reported by RJ Andok. RJ, please take the floor.
All right. Good morning to everyone. So my topic is all about the types of IT used in supply chain management. So first, we have in enterprise resource. We have enterprise resource planning or ERP. It is integrate core business process like inventory, procurement, or finance, and HR and um, other part of the business. So second one is electronic data interchange or EDI. It is enables electronic exchange of business documents between companies like invoice orders or shipping notice. Next slide. Next slide. All right. So for the number 3 is the warehouse management system or MMS. It is about the manage warehouse operations like inventory tracking, picking, packing, and shipping in the company. So the fourth one is transportation management system or TMS. It is how we plan and execute and optimize transportation of the goods in the company. And the fifth one is supply chain analytics and big data tools. So it is about the analyzing large amounts of supply chain to make better decisions. Example of this is Tableau or Power BI and SAS Analytics. The number 6 is the cloud computing provides scalable and accessible IT resources for supply chain management. Examples of these are Google Cloud, AWS, and Azure. Number 7. Next slide. So the number 7 is Internet of Things or IoT. It is uses the sensors and connected devices to monitor goods and equipments in real time. So example of this is the GPS tracker and RFID. So it is used to locate our product or the shipment of the company. Number 8 is the customer relationship management. So here we manage relationships with customer and collect demands data. And the number 9 is blockchain technology. It provides and transparent tracking of goods and transactions. And the last one is artificial intelligence, AI, and machine learning or ML. It is the automate decision making and optimize processes like demand forecasting and inventory management. So that's all for my topic. Thank you, everyone. The next reporter will be presenting their topic. Thank you.
Good day everyone, my name is RJ Aranyas and now let's talk about customer relationship management. Focuses on building strong customer relationship, ensure products and services meet customer needs, aims for customer satisfaction and loyalty. So customer relationship or the balik so customer relationship management or CRM is all about how a company takes care of its customer, and it's not just about selling, it's about understanding their needs, keeping them happy, and building trust so they stay loyal to the brand. Next slide, please. So this is the importance. Understanding customer needs. First, by knowing their preference and expectations, companies can provide better products and services. The next one is connect sales, marketing, and logistics. This allows everyone to work together smoothly, making operation more organized and efficient. Third one is improve service and response time. With CRM, customer information is easy to access. This helps business respond faster to inquiries, concerns, and complaints. The fourth one is uses data to plan better. By analyzing this information, business can make smarter decision and improve future strategies. The last one is build trust and loyalty. CRM helps build trust and loyalty by making customer feels valued and understood. When customers receive good service, they are more likely to stay loyal to the business. Next. So next slide is summary. Improve service, strength, relationship, increase efficiency. So customer relationship management help business improve service by responding faster and meeting customer needs more effectively. It strengthens relationship by building trust, understanding customer preference, and encouraging loyalty. At the same time, CRM increase efficiency by organizing information, improving coordination between department, and supporting better decision making. And that's all for my part. And next reporter.
Okay, this part is for Cedric Shervo, International Supply Chain, which will be reported via Canva itself. Here.
So at first, a global network that coordinates the flow of materials, production, and delivery of goods across countries from raw materials to the final customer. And at first bullet, planning, decide what to produce, how much, and how to meet demand efficiently. And for the second bullet, sourcing, acquire the necessary raw materials and components. And for the third bullet, manufacturing, this one's convert raw materials into finished products. And at fourth bullet, delivery, this one's of course distribute products to customers or retailers. And lastly, returns, manage return goods and customer goods or replacements.
Okay, good evening everyone. My name is Liam Rodent Arban Cancelo and I will be discussing supplier relationship management. Supplier relationship management is a strategic approach to managing an organization interaction with companies that supply goods and service. The goal is to build mutually beneficial relationship with key suppliers to improve performance, reduce risk, and drive long-term value. In supplier relationship management, we have key components of SRM. Number one is supplier segmentation. Supplier segmentation is classifying supplier based on their importance versus transactional. Number two, we have performance management. Performance management are monitoring and evaluating supplier performance, quality, cost, quality, delivery. Number three is risk management. Risk management is identifying, mitigating supply chain risks, financially stability, geopolitical risk dependency. Number 4 is collaboration and communication. Collaboration and communication is promoting transparency and open dialogue. Number 4 is contract and compliance management, ensuring adherence to term, condition, and regulation. And the last part is continuous improvement, encouraging supplier to innovate and improve their process. And next reporter will be discussing their part. Thank you.
So now we're talking about the future of information technology in supply chain management. Hi, I'm Elijah Denson Trevestrada, and we're talking about that. In supply chain management, it's anticipated to revolutionize the operation and global delivery of products to businesses. Along with digital transformations, companies are depending more on technology for better efficiency, accuracy, and communication in their supply networks. Its main objectives are sustainability, connectivity, and automation. It is anticipated that new technologies such as blockchain, artificial intelligence, the Internet of Things, and big data analytics will completely change how businesses handle their supply chains. Next slide, please. All right. To put things short, number 1, automation and AI. AI and automation improve demand forecasting, inventory control, and delivery planning, increasing efficiency while reducing errors and costs in warehousing and logistics. Number 2, blockchain. Blockchain ensures transparency and security by enabling full traceability, preventing fraud, and simplifying transactions through tamper-proof records. And number 3, Internet of Things. IoT integration. IoT devices like sensors and RFID enable real-time tracking of shipments, monitoring location and condition to reduce losses and delays.
Hello, this is Cedric Bandea Santos reporting the last part of our reporting regarding SEMs. Last part is overcoming barriers to supply chain integration. First part is supply chain integration aims to connect all parts of the supply process, basically integrating all parts to the supply process. That's why it's called supply chain integration. From suppliers to customers into one smooth and coordinated system. However, barriers such as poor communication, for example, Jatot instead of Total, and lack of trust, not that trust, based on the middle picture, and data inaccuracy, meaning data is not being appropriate in terms of the supply chain integration. And incompatible technology often prevents full integration. Excuse me. Next part is to address these barriers, companies adopt digital solutions like ERPs or enterprise resource planning and cloud-based systems to promote transparency in real-time data sharing. Organizations must also strengthen collaboration and build long-term partnerships instead of transactional relationships. Training and change management programs are essential to ensure employees adapt to new technologies and shared goals. If, for example, we'll base this in BPO companies, oftentimes when new employees come on board into the company or into the account, they will undergo training to, of course, be aware of the essential needs of the business. This is one part of the supply chain integration, meaning we integrate a smooth coordinated system to suppliers and customers. Now, thank you so much for listening, guys. Supposedly, we have a Q&A segment for our report, but unfortunately, it will be video recorded. Thank you again so much for your time and hoping that you have a nice day. Bye-bye, guys. Say bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Guys, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye, guys.